Hello everybody! Today I want to talk about one subject that is very important to me. I wanted to talk about this for a very long time. So this is my message to parents of kids that are goth, alternative, from subculture. First thing I want to talk about is, okay, you have a child, you have the vision of your child, but your child becomes a little bit darker than you imagined it would be. So you starting getting worried, like he's wearing or she black and having some crazy tattoos, maybe piercings, and you're kind of getting worried about your child going the wrong way. Well, I have a message for you. Yes, you should be worried about your child, but not because it looks goth or listens to certain kind of music. There are dangers everywhere. Even if your child looks really cute and fancy, sports type, everybody is, could be going the wrong way, could be going into drugs or criminal or depression. It has nothing to do with how we look. Talking about subculture is actually one creative group of people that you shouldn't be worried about. Your child is just going through these changes and finding what he or she likes. It doesn't mean that that's a bad way or that he should look the way you want him to look. You have a certain vision probably of your child, and this is kind of not the vision you had. So it doesn't matter how old the child is, you can always reach out to him. So I just wanted to tell you about how children see parents, even if you forget about it. So you should be their sanctuary, somebody they can talk to and run to when they have problems. People who look, goth, alternative, we get a lot of bad comments and stuff on the street. Not all the time, but it happens. People call us names, they yell after us, we get bullied sometimes. I mean, this is something that we overcome with time, but once we have this kind of abuse, verbal or physical, and we come home, when we come to you as a parent to protect us in a way, then if we get another, bad words from you, what you look like, where's your life going, what you're doing, take out your piercings, wear something normal, is what breaks our hearts, like you don't accept us the way we are, and we feel like maybe we're not fulfilling your expectations, which we really shouldn't, we should only fulfill our own expectations. So I have advice for you. Before going all crazy and thinking that your child is in a cult or something, sit down with your child and ask him, not like, why do you look like that? Because when we get that, we just shut down. There's a wall between you and us. And just be interested in it. We're always open for people who don't understand us but want to know about why we look a certain way or dress a certain way or listen to the certain music. So sit down with your child and ask him, I don't understand you, I don't understand what you're doing, can you please explain it to me so I could know you better? And believe me, your child is going to be forever thankful to you if you do that, and he's going to tell you about it and what are his hopes and dreams. People who are kind of alternative side are most of the times, if not always, very creative and have these big dreams of something they want to do. They want to be a writer or a painter or a makeup artist. And, you have very smart kids, like scientists in goth culture. So you should not, what I'm trying to say is that you should not look at your children who are God that they're going to be failure. No, they're going to be maybe a rocket scientist. Why do you know? And if your child ends up in a trouble, it doesn't mean it's because he's or she is God. It means that your child is going that way. You can, as I said, you can have the most perfect, normal child and it can have problems as well. I also want to say that even when you're kind of older, if you don't overcome these problems, they're gonna stick. I am 30 years old and still my parents don't accept certain things about me, and I get sometimes questions from them like, what are you wearing? Nobody looks like that. And that's where, I go kind of crazy. What does that even mean? Nobody looks like that. I mean, first of all, that's not true. Second, why is it important for me to look like everybody else? Is that really that important, or is your child's happiness the most important thing to do and to have? And once you overcome this, you don't have to accept your child being different, you don't have to like it, but you need to let him go. You need to let him spread his wings, no matter if they're black or colors of the rainbow. Just let him do what he wants to do, and you're gonna have a very, very happy child if you start accepting him, if you start giving him or her compliments on the way he looks. If you don't like his piercings, okay, say, I like your hair today. Okay, just focus on the things that you like, and your child is going to blossom in front of you, and it's going to be a wonderful thing to see. There is no need to create this wall between you and your child, because your child might be, hurt by other people, and maybe he or she wants to tell you about it. And when it doesn't get this kind of feedback from you, they turn to their friends, and they kind of starting to slip away from you and just going further away. You cannot be mad at your child if she or he comes into a house looking weird, in your opinion, and you go and tell him, like, look what you look like, and start yelling at him and start telling him what to do and how to look, and then he or she just goes to the room and slams the door, and you're thinking it's a problematic child. No, it's a child that is not accepted and is unhappy. So instead of that, just reach out to him and her, and you're gonna find out wonderful things about your child. I hope that this video just reaches one parent to talk to their children like normal grown-up person, and if that happens, I'm going to be the happiest girl on earth. And to children that are kind of weird, no matter if you're like 14 or 30 or 40, don't ever give up on who you are and the way you want to look and what you want to do in your life, because trust me, if you change yourself for others, even if those are your parents, especially if those are your parents, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna see somebody else doing their thing and being happy, and you're gonna be so jealous and so sad about it. So the best advice I can give you is just keep fighting for what you believe in. I hope you liked this video and found it helpful, and if you have some questions, be free to ask in the comments down below. And have a nice day. Love each other, be kind to each other.